Hello everyone, welcome to my time-lapse glass painting video. My name is Susie Kelly, and I'm an artist here to teach you how to do glass painting at home. My main body of work is stained glass portraiture of K-pop idols, because what else am I going to make? So we're here today to do a glass painting time-lapse so you can see the entire process of what you'll need to do at home and from start to finish my painting. So let's get started. So first things first is your materials, what you'll need for your glass painting. Most important probably in glass painting is the glass. So for this one I'm using a shadow box type frame where it has 3 different pieces of glass in it, so I'll be doing 3 separate paintings to make up one larger painting. So you can really find your frames or glass at any local craft store or the dollar store. I recommend the dollar store for starting because you can get a nice cheap materials to do practices, and then you can move on to a final larger frame. So when you buy it as picture frames, also they come in a frame, so when you paint it you can just put the glass in the frame and it looks nice. You can hang it on your wall, put it on your desk, and it will be like a nice completed piece. Number 2, we'll need acrylic paint. This one I got a nice little rainbow variety. I definitely recommend acrylic paint for this. Oil paints would never dry, and watercolor just will not adhere to the glass surface, so definitely go with acrylics for this project. You also need a set of brushes. I got some larger ones for the background, as well as small for the detail pieces. I have a lot of small details in mine. I really want to make sure I get every little spot. And you will also need a oil-based paint marker. I'm using the TACT brand because they worked best for me in the past. So we're going to keep up with them. The water-based paint markers, we will tend to reactivate with the paint, so we want to make sure it's oil-based so it's not going to go anywhere once it dries. So let's get painting. So for this painting I'm going with the group LOONA, who's performing at KCON TACT this year, and there are just so many of them and they're all so pretty, so I had to paint them. My designs are based off my stained glass designs of how I would have broken up the face and the features of each member to create them in glass. And here they all sitting all together from their teaser photos with their cute little hats. And let's get started tracing.
you.